11:25 p.m., March 25, 2025. Cool numbers. Um, so today was a Tuesday, and I'm hating on myself so hard today for no particular. Well, actually, there is a reason. The reason is that I haven't slept well in the last couple days, and now everything gives me sensory overload, and everything is annoying, and everything stresses me out so hard, and I can't concentrate, and I can't do anything productive. So yeah, all I'm left to do is just sulk in my self-loathing and waste my life away. Um, though I did see in the morning that Exurbia made a new video today, and I love that guy. He's like my favorite YouTuber. Um, if you don't know, he's like this British guy who he's a writer, and he writes poetry and science fiction, and he makes these awesome YouTube videos that are really existentialist, and they're often told in the form of a story. And the one he made today was like 42 minutes or 45 minutes, and I already watched it, and it was awesome. Made me cry as per usual. So that was good. Um, Also worked on this lo-fi track that I was making a little, added trumpet to it. But the most important thing that happened today was I went to school, and at school I was super bored for most of the day, and all the classes were useless except for maths. And because I was bored, I started playing tic-tac-toe against myself in my notes, and then I realized something. There is only one possible game of tic-tac-toe. If you make the optimal moves, you always end up with the same outcome, and it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even actually matter what move you make in the beginning. If you go in the middle or not, it still ends up being the same pattern, and it's always a tie. And then I realized this game is boring, so I had an idea to come up with a new game that can be played like tic-tac-toe on paper, but it's more complicated and might have more tactics or strategy and more to do in general. But then as I started doing that, it ended up being a little more complicated. So so now it's a board game, and you can't really see, I think, but I have like a whole A4 paper here that describes the rules, and here's the board, and then here's all the different pieces and what they do, and here's the win conditions, and then I made this, the actual board for the game, and I made paper cutouts for all the different pieces, but they are terrible, so I actually need some kind of wood or marbles or something to make pieces out of them, and maybe I'll just draw the pieces on them because it doesn't. I mean, they don't have to be like actual pieces. And the game is kinda like chess, but simpler and kinda like more complicated at the same time because the win condition is very specific, and there is each player. There's two players, and each player gets 6 pieces at the beginning of the game, and each piece is entirely unique to this game, and all the 6 pieces have different move sets and abilities, and the board is 5 by 5 squares. And by the way, all of this, including drawing the board, I literally did in class while there was a lesson happening. First biology, then ethics, and then German. um, yeah, and then after I came from school, I played um 2 matches or 3. One I played against myself, Then I played with my brother's girlfriend and then with my brother, and I always won, obviously. The hardest opponent was me, but that's because I came up with the game. Um, yeah, but it's actually pretty cool, and it turned out cooler than I think I thought it would. And when I'm finished with it, I'll probably post the rules and the board somewhere on Threads or Instagram or something, just to have it out there. Um, yeah, so that's pretty cool, and it's pretty interesting, like to balance out all the pieces and decide which move sets they're gonna have, and like to not make them too broken. And yeah, but I think it's a really cool idea. Not to glaze myself too much, but it's fucking awesome. Um, yeah. Then also, what else? Yeah. So I didn't really do anything else today aside from working on that one track a little bit. Um, yeah. And about the channel and like what I'm gonna do, I've come up with the solution. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to continue the daily diary, but I'm gonna make the videos unlisted and put them in the playlist, or in the diary playlist. And so like if you ever want to check them or like check up on the diary, you can always visit them in the playlist, but they're gonna be unlisted, so they're not gonna be spamming. Like when I post them, they're not gonna appear in your For You pages or like your feeds. And only if you specifically go to the playlist, you can look at the diary. Well, until day 25, I'm posting them like normal, and then I'm gonna start posting them unlisted, and they're probably gonna become shorter as well. And then I'll probably post at least one video a week, maybe two or three, where I'm actually discussing something or just discussing my life. But most of the time, I'll try to have a topic that I come up with just from daily life. You know, I often have an idea or a thought that comes to me that is intriguing or interesting, and that if I expand on it, could become a coherent statement. Mm. So I'm gonna try and do that, but still unscripted, unedited, all of that. Um, and another thing that I've been thinking is I kind of have a lot of learning and work to do for the things that I want to do with like social media and stuff. Um, for music, I have to go over music theory. Like after I release Crab Breaks, uh, I have to go over music theory and kind of revisit it and learn it. Then go through JWs and mixing and mastering and arrangements and like kind of just visit everything, because I've never actually learned those things. I just learned them by doing them. And then I also have to learn editing, like video editing, uh, and actually using a video editor, because like the videos that I'm uploading now, like the daily ones, um, I actually ran the sound through a JW so that it's not too quiet, and then put it back onto the video in Caden Live, which is a video editor. Um, and normally you can do that just with the video editor, but I don't know how to do it. So I have like probably a couple hundred hours of studying to do for all the skills that I need and that I want to possess. Um, and then I also have hundreds and hundreds of hours of studying for school to do for the finals. And then eventually, uh, in the summer, I'm gonna take a test to get to university. But then throughout the summer, I don't well I don't know if I'm gonna go get a job again, but probably not. Maybe I will. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. But like nonetheless, I'll have more time than I have now with the finals. So I'll probably dedicate more of that time to learning the skills that I want to have, and also plus working out, and plus reading, and plus other like self development things that I've been really missing, uh, really since the start of the school year. Like I'm fucking degrading myself, and yeah, it's unfortunate. But I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna catch up. It's fine. Mm, yeah, I mean art as well, but I don't know. I don't think I can do everything. I can't do videos and music and art and coding and studying all at the same time. It's just impossible. Plus now I'm kind of starting to have a little bit of a social life as well, though I don't actually like doing it, but I'm still kind of doing it. So yeah, mm, I need to find people to work with online, like other artists and people who are trying to make things, game developers and stuff. But I'm too lazy, maybe unexperienced, maybe scared, maybe I don't know what it is exactly, but it's a little difficult. Um, but yeah, like in the next week or like 2 weeks, I'll finally get school over with. And then I have a month until the finals, which I'm gonna be mostly using to prep for that. And then after that, I'll spend more time learning all the skills that I want to learn. Because then after, I don't know if I'm going to have the opportunity and the freedom and time to do it anymore as easily as I can now. So yeah, I think that's all for today, and goodbye.